Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you may be. Yesterday we looked at the year 2008, and by the magic of that, we're going to look today at 2011. Why have I jumped forward? Well, I had a look quickly at 2009, and it was full of people stamps. So we've done a people envelope before, so I thought I'd give it a bit of skip a few years and weigh up what could be in here. And this seems to be a goodly amount of stamps that we can look at today. GB stamps. So this is where my stock booking ends, 2007. I need to purchase more stock books, or another stock book, and then I can load stamps from envelopes, which is where I'm collecting them from now, or to even. So I'm collecting stamps to the years and then put them in stock books where they belong. So we'll have a look at some of the wonderful stamps from the year 2011 here in GB, Great Britain, the United Kingdom, Britain, the British Isles. I'm just spending these. Yeah, so WWF, which is the World Wildlife Fund, not the World Wrestling Federation. This series, I haven't got the Stanley Guinness book out, but we can refer to that if I get stuck. African wild dog. He looks a wild one, doesn't he? Wild thing. And a golden lion tamarin. He looks a sweetie. Yeah, I'm not quite sure which countries they're from, but they're certainly not from Britain. Jolly Britain. No, sir. They're from... Well, he's from Africa, presumably, and the golden lion tamarin is also from that sort of neck of the woods. If you know different, let me know. So what else have we got here? Well, we've had a look at people stamps previously. Here's Lord Voldemort and Dumbledore. So we quickly move on from there and look at the stamp proper, without people. The Sovereign's Orb. So this is the orb that the Queen or King on coronation would hold in their left or right hand, I'm not sure which. It's a 76p stamp. There's a bit of a bend on it. It's been cancelled. Probably cancelled to order through a first day cover. I don't know. That's quite a nice stamp, so that will go there. Here we've got the coronation spoon. £1.19. So this also goes on top of that, I would say, because it will be the same set. And here we have something slightly different. William Morris, a great artist, 1884. 1884 death, I would say. Or maybe birth. Or maybe this was created in 1884. I don't know. He's around that sort of era. Probably 1860s. He probably died in 1884. If you know, let me know. I feel I should know that. Moving fast forward into the future, here we have Joe 90, Most Special Agent. So that's quite nice. We also seem to have a set going on of sci-fi, but within sort of Super Mario Nation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Thunderbirds are go. This is Goodbye Bertie called Thomas, which is Thomas the Tank Engine, which was on television. It was a set of books, first of all. Then it came on television. I think the orator was Ringo Starr. Michael Angelis was the first, possibly the first one. Then when he died, Ringo Starr took it over, Thomas the Tank, and they're always brother engines and sister engines and that. Casal, I don't know what that is. Looks like some sort of theatre. I'm going to put it there because I'm not quite that sure. Oliver, my dear. So Oliver the musical, made famous by Mark Lester, who played Oliver, and Ron Moody, who played Fagin. Oliver Reed played Bill Sykes. Yep. So that was a scary film for a young boy, which I was at the time. Here we've got Paralympic Games, sailing. This has been through the post. Another of the sovereign sort of things, St. Edward the Confessor's Crown, I think it is, which is a true crown of England. Back to Joe 90 again. And here we have We Will Rock You. So again, I would suggest that goes there. We Will Rock You is, I would say, to do with Queen, Freddie Mercury, Brian May. We Will Rock You. Again, a musical. Supercar. Wow. In the days of black and white television. Supercar, it's the marvel of the age. It most certainly is. Billy Elliot, Boy Who Wanted to Dance. So that goes there. Iron Bridge, created by Telford, Thomas Telford. And I think now we're going back to Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. That's the 68 version. I'm going to put it with that because it's a different size and it may be a different series, but there we have it. Seems to fit, doesn't it? Thunderbirds are go again. I think we're back to the wild animals. Iberian lynx, which sounds a bit Spanish, Iberian, and the red panda. Beautiful creatures, aren't they? Aren't they beautiful? Look at the eyes on that. Look at the fur. Beautiful creatures. Yes. Here we've got wheelchair rugby. So this is Paralympics again, I believe. Trains and the like. I'm going to stick trains together also. So whether you're a comic train or you're a real photo of a train, you'll be going there. Blood Brothers. Looks like it's taking place in Liverpool. Here's probably my favourite, Captain Scarlet, as it is indestructible. Captain Scarlet. Fantastic series for a young boy. We're back on the trains again. Great Western Railway King class. LMS Coronation class. Looks amazing, does it not? What have we got here? Something slightly different. To be or not to be, that is the question. Hamlet. The RSC, the Royal Shakespeare Company, 50 years. And here we have a actor looking at Yorick, because he goes, alas, poor Yorick. That's the skull of Yorick. He doesn't actually say those words, whilst everybody knows that, and everybody knows that, but they don't actually go together. Next we've got an elephant. WWF again. So I'm going to suggest that it goes up there. Look at the wrinkles on it, a wise old elephant. An elephant always remembers. And now we're back to Shakespeare again, are we? Yeah, we are. My heart is true as steel. A Midsummer Night's Dream. So that's 2. Next up we've got, I think this is to do with, Philip Webb, 1867. It's possibly to do with patterns. They love to pattern, and it looks slightly tablecloth-ish, doesn't it? But it was new of its age and very, very popular. William Morris and Philip Webb. Yes, weaving that web. And to finish the unfinally moment, we have Terry Pratchett stamps. Here's Rincewind, the wizard, of limited power, but fantastic stories around the colour of magic and Rincers and all the cast-off characters. Nanny Ogg, one of the three witches, the head of the three witches, was Nanny Ogg. Very, very funny books if you can get hold of one. The colour of magic is fantastic. And here we have Arthurian legend, Merlin. I think we saw him the other day in People's. So different. I think that's got to be a different set myself. Pratchett's Arthurian legends, yeah. So that's a 60, and that, I think, for 2011, is there any more hiding in there? No, I don't believe there are. That is it. So, a nice little collection building up here with WWF, also musicals, coronation paraphernalia, British marionation, super marionation, I'd say, the puppets, puppets they were, to all intents and purposes. Art, bit of arty there. Cursal, I don't know what that is. Trains, Paralympics, Bridges, Mrs. Bridges, and Shakespeare, Royal Shakespeare Company, Terry Pratchett, R.I.P., and Arthurian legends, Merlin the Magician, Merlin. So that is it for now. It's a start, it's a beginning, and I hope you're having a good day. The sun has just popped out a little bit, which allows me to do a video because I've got the light all at once, and no doubt it will disappear and it'll go all dark again, dark and drizzly. You have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching. Leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye for now.